Take a seat. We're talking about master manipulation 101. This is such an important lesson. And once you understand this, you can outsmart a manipulator. Usually don't talk to a lot of manipulative men. It's not really ever been my thing. The moment someone is controlling or trying to be controlling, I'm like, you can't control me. Recently, I'm like, I want to see how they move. I just want to see. I'm curious. I want to get some tools out of this to put in my toolbox so I can bring them back to you. A lot of really great salesmen are manipulators. So if you're dating someone who's in sales, who's in business, they know the techniques to get you to do what they want you to do. They know how to close a deal. It's not just around salesmen. There's other people. They know what to say to you. They know what makes you tick, and they will take from everything that you have said to them and use it against you. In this process, he will more than likely neg you, take your accomplishments and minimize them. He's going to give you minor compliments about yourself so you feel comfortable with him, but you're never going to be above him. That's never going to be the thing. And a life with him would mean that you're reaching his level. So let's talk about the sales process. The step number 1 is gathering data. He's going to gather as much data as he can out of you. So if he's like, oh, what are you looking for in a man? Shut the fuck up. You're not giving any information here. I did this the other day, and this man took everything that I said, stored it in his back pocket, and I kid you not, would randomly drop stories about how he characterized himself as that person that I described, that I wanted, in his everyday life. As the time goes on, I'm like, where are these stories coming from? It's just like so left field. It's so random. They're good. They know what they're doing. And look, I'm not saying that every guy that is asking this question is going to manipulate you. Some people are just curious what you're looking for to see if they even fit in the box that you're looking for. Manipulators know that knowledge is key. So as much knowledge as they can get out of your perfect man so they can portray themselves as your perfect man to get what he wants out of it, he's going to use that information against you. So instead, just say something along the lines of like, I'll know it when I see it. Step number 2, they're going to paint the vision for you. So like the stories that he was telling me, I did all these great things and I can provide this, and this is the value that you would take from being with me. Does this seem like your imaginary dream life that you've always wanted? Of course it does. I'm selling you on it. Number 3 is closing the deal. So whatever he wants to get out of you, maybe he wants to get you to his house and in his bed as quickly as possible, in which case he'd be like, oh, like maybe we should go to my house. Like I have this really cool thing I want to show you. You're like, okay, yeah, whatever. It's no big deal. And then you get there and you're like, wait, what did I just get myself into? Next step would be handling any types of rejection. Just like any good salesman, he knows how to handle rejection. So he'll ask the right question for you to open up to him about any concerns that you may have. He's asking you like what your concerns are, and you're like, I just don't know if I'm comfortable with it. And he's like, oh, well, do you always go over strangers' houses? Of course not. Like you should feel comfortable, right? Or I don't even know if I'm going to see you tomorrow or hear from you tomorrow. He's like, of course, like we have these future plans that we talked about already. Don't worry about it. To get you to do what he wants.